I'm Charlie LeSueur, and I'm out here at the Superstition Mountain Museum, where you can also find what's left of Apache Land, the movie ranch. It's all right in here, so it's out in Apache Junction, Arizona, of course. And behind me, in case you don't know, that's the Superstition Mountains. I got to tell you something. When I was growing up, we would hear all the stories about the stuff that was going on behind that big rock there. And we thought they were just stories about Celeste and Ed Piper and their battles over gold and people getting killed up there and beheadings and shot in the head and all this. So we thought that was, that's fun stuff. We never, at least I never, really thought there was much going on past that big rock there, that facade, so to speak, of the Superstition Mountain. Never realized it until I was older and started hiking back there. And there's so much to see back there. You don't need to make the stories up. There is so much to find and to see up there if you look for it without any ideas of going back there to find gold, okay? Too many people go up there looking for the gold. Is it Jesuit gold? Is it Jacob Waltz gold? Where the Peraltas come into it? I'll tell you what, we're not that type of show. Now, the Dutchman, the Peraltas, all those people, Adolph Ruth, they're all going to enter into this show. You can't help but have them as part of the show when you're talking about the Superstition Mountains. But we are not going to be going up there looking for any gold, putting evidence up there, fake evidence to say, oh, look, we found this, we found that. No, what you see on our show is legitimate. And the book that got me interested in finally going up there after living in Mesa for most of my life was a book called The Killer Mountains. Well, who doesn't want to read a book about the superstitions called The Killer Mountains? So I read the book and I said, I'm going up there and I'm going to find the stuff in the book. Well, of course, for the first couple of times I found nothing. But after that, going into Needle Canyon and some of that area, I found a lot of what they were talking about. They had blown a lot of it out of proportion, but I found it. And when it gets a little cooler, we're going to go up there and I'm going to show it to you. Now, keep in mind, again, I'm not going to say this is the gold mine, this is that, this is, no. I'm going to show you the real legitimate sites, and we're going to talk about it as opposed to what was written in a lot of the books, okay? But most of the books that are out there, there is some nugget, pun intended, of truth in everything that they talk about. Like I said, Celeste, Ed Piper up there, they actually were there in the 50s and the 60s, and they were having a battle up there, and there were people killed. I even interviewed a person once who told me about somebody he shot and killed up there. We'll talk about that. So there's a lot of stuff. I also want to point out, I have been shot at in the mountains. Yeah, I've been shot. I even saw the guy with the rifle, and I can tell you what it's like to have bullets pass your head and what it sounds like and what it feels like, because I've been shot up there, but I obviously have lived to tell about it. So there's a lot of background there that I want to get into, but I want to do it honestly and tell the stories from an honest point of view. I guess you could call it jaded if you want, but an honest point of view. And in interviews that we do, we're going to get these people's take on what went on up there. And it's going to be interesting to interview all these historians and experts and their variations on the same story. And there are a lot of variations. So we want to make sure that you understand right now it's too hot. This is in the summer. This is in mid-June right now that we're shooting. Once it gets cooler up there, we're going to go up into those mountains and we're going to take you to these places. Some of them very strange, very eerie. Some of them I've never found pictures of anywhere or anybody who could tell me about them. That's not to say any place that we go to, you can't hike to. It's not that type of thing. Any place that we go, you can go, and we'll tell you how to get there. So it's not that big a mystery. The mysteries are what happened in those areas to a certain extent. One thing I want to caution you on, do not Do not go up there during the summer. As hot as it is down here in the valley, can get way over 100 degrees. It's even hotter up there at those times in those mountains. So you might as well just take a turkey up there and bake it, you know, because it is, or cook it or whatever you do, baste it, I don't know. But anyway, you know, do not go up there during the summer. They told me here at the museum that a woman came here the other day in pedal pushers and the old term for it, pedal pushers, right? That's my era, and flip-flops. What we used to call thongs, but thongs means a whole different thing now. So it had, had some pedal pushers and sandals on. Wanted to know how to get up to the iron up there, you know? This was like 4 in the afternoon. Okay, well, first off, do not come this time of year. Secondly, dress for it, and they had a little bottle of water about that big. Okay, that would get you a few feet up the mountain, all right? So, enough said on that, all right? But this is what we're gonna do. We're looking forward to you sharing it with us and us being able to share it with you, but just know we're not, anything that we show you, anything that we do is legit. It's real, it's honest, and we will explore the myths, but we're not going to make any myths up ourselves, okay? So here we are, the mysteries of the Superstition Mountains. Hope you enjoy the show.